Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, Chapter 1, text number 27. Tameva mrityum amritam tata devam sarvatmanopehi jagatparayanam yasmai bhalim vishwasrijo aranti gavo yata vaina siddhama yantritaha. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear boy Dhruva, please surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the ultimate goal of the progress of the world. Everyone, including the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma, is working under his control. Just as a bull, prompted by a rope in its nose, is controlled by its owner. Purport. The material desire is to declare independence from the Supreme Controller. Factually, our material existence begins when we forget the Supreme Controller and wish to lord it over material nature. Everyone in the material world is trying his best to become the Supreme Controller, individually, nationally, socially, and in so many other ways. Dhruva Maharaj was advised to stop fighting by his grandfather, who was concerned that Dhruva was adhering to a personal ambition to fight to annihilate the old race of Yakshas. In this case, therefore, Swayambhuva Manu seeks to eradicate the last tinge of false ambition in Dhruva by explaining the position of the Supreme Controller. The words Mrityum Amritam, death and immortality, are significant. The Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, I am ultimate death, who takes away everything from the demons. The demons' business is to continually struggle for existence as lords over the material nature. The demons repeatedly meet death after death and create a network of involvement in the material world. The Lord is death for the demons, but for the devotees is Amrita, eternal life. Devotees who render continuous service to the Lord have already attained immortality. For whatever they are doing in this life, they will continue to do in the next. They will simply change their material bodies for spiritual bodies. Unlike the demons, they no longer have to change material bodies. The Lord, therefore, is simultaneously death and immortality. He is death for demons and immortality for devotees. He is the ultimate goal of everyone because he is the cause of all causes. Dhruva Maharaj was advised to surrender unto him in all respects without keeping any personal ambition. When we put forward the argument, why are the demigods worshipped? The answer is given here that demigods are worshipped by less intelligent men. The demigods themselves accept sacrifices for the ultimate satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. So Swayambhuva Manu is advising Dhruva Maharaj that he should surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because he is the ultimate goal of not only everyone, but goal of the progress of the world, it says here. Everyone, including demigods, they are working under his order and control. Very nice example is given here. Prompted by a rope in the nose, a bull is controlled by its owner. So the Supreme Lord is not only the controller of material nature, but is also the controller of the living entities. A bull refers to the living entities. Param Ishvara, the supreme controller, Krsna. In the material world, there are two energies of the Lord. The external energy, which is the material nature. Bhumirapo nalavayu kam mano buddhirevacha, the 8 elements. And we see in through development of modern science, a lot of things, how the material energy works has been understood. And they try to freely create so many things, like electricity, like atom bombs, like motor cars, like watches, so many things, unlimited permutation combination of material energy. The living entity is trying to lord over through science and is creating so many things for the sense gratification or medical things you can see. All these things are, no doubt, we need to understand in the material world, the living entities, they use their free will. Material energy has no free will. The living entities have free will. And their free will is not free. Their free will is restricted. But even restricted free will be like, within that restriction it will be free will. Just like if you tie a cow with 100 feet rope, then within the 100 feet rope, the living entity, the cow has got freedom. But it is restricted in its freedom of movement beyond 100 feet. So to think that free will is either free or not free is a mental concoction. Modern Western philosophers have discussed for thousands of years whether the world is deterministic or indeterministic. That means whether we have free will or it is all destined. Living entity's body is part of material nature that follows the laws of nature. But the living entities have free will. For that, it is not just like 100 feet rope. This example is very nice. The bull has got the freedom to roam around. Say a bullock cart is there, it tied 2 bulls. They got the freedom to go this way, that way. But overall, the owner of the bull ensures that he goes on in the path that he desires. If the bull tries to go away from the path, immediately it is pulled by the nose. He cannot go away. In the same way, the rope through the nose of the bull, or karma, is like the rope. Nobody can exercise his free will beyond what his karma permits. If his karma permits, then that much freedom is given. When he wishes something, desires something beyond his karma, then he sees that I have no freedom. I am not getting it. I am not able to achieve it. So therefore, big demons, they perform lot of tapasya to increase their punya, to increase their karma, so that they have more degrees of freedom to control. They take tapasya in order to earn control rasa. Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, they were all, materially speaking, punyatmas, but they were asuras. They knew the secret of power. Material energy is governed by papa and punya. And it is an impersonal law, papa and punya. Means impersonal means it does not care whether you are doing it for God or whether you are doing it for yourself. If you do punya, you will get power to enjoy. You will get power to control. Your degrees of freedom of being an independent person increases if you have more tapasya. That is why devotees don't have any, they are scared to have any material desires, because those material desires will soon become fulfilled. What devotees are doing, devotional service, even it is mixed devotion service, it has got a component of high value punya. Anything done in relationship to Vishnu, Krishna, very high punya, earning is there. Maybe in this life it may not be seen, but even for a devotee who does devotion service, chants, leaves devotion service, next life he will be so, is all this, he will be punyatmas among the punyatmas. So devotees actually don't, you see, it's one thing not to desire, thinking that anyway I will not get it. That is one attitude. Anyway, my life is like this. Better not desire those things. Milne wala nahi hai. So I don't desire. It is another thing for a devotee. No, whatever I desire I will get, but I don't want to desire. Everything I desire will be fulfilled. Maybe not this life. What is one life? It is a very small birth to death. It's not about getting what you desire. After getting what you desire, what you do with it. Unless you have a strong bhakti, again you will get entangled into papa and punya and you will fall down. Material opulence, material comfort, always have got a tendency to make the soul complacent, that everything is fine without Krishna. Life is fine without Krishna. And that is Maya. Life is never fine without Krishna. For some time it will be fine. That is illusion. Nobody can stop death. So death is also a kind of a till you die is like a bull being controlled. You can go this way, you can go that way. Death is like one pull the rope, bull itself dies. Then you get another body. So ultimately, whether as death or when we are living, we are controlled. But we should understand we are not 100% controlled. Freedom is given with control. Just like Arjuna was told, you want to fight, you fight. You don't want to fight, you don't fight. But as far as Kurukshetra war is concerned, it will happen, it will die, people will die, everything will happen. That is decided by the Lord. Big picture. The world's progress is decided by the Lord, not by asuras. How much they are allowed to play around with their free will, their powers, that is allowed by the Lord. The nature of the material world is to give this opportunity for the living entity to be un-Krishna conscious or non-Krishna conscious or Krishna-less consciousness or no Krishna consciousness, Maya consciousness. People want to practice Maya consciousness. Souls want to practice Maya consciousness. Because soul is as true as Krishna. Soul is a real person like Krishna. So soul is originally Krishna conscious. So Maya consciousness means I want to be something which I am not. My constitutional rasa of the soul is surrender rasa. Just like Radharani is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He is trying to surrender more and more. Just like in the material world, people are trying to control more and more. More you control, more you are successful. So everybody in the material world is moving towards more Ishvara rasa. Few of us realize that this is not going to work. By association of pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada. It's actually very easy, but it is very difficult. After becoming devotee, it becomes very easy. Yeah, what is this Ishvara? Death itself will. Once you see Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, finish. You lost faith in Ishvara. So just like here, everybody is trying to for Ishvara rasa. The spiritual world is competition for surrender rasa. Each living entity is wanting to surrender to Krishna more and more. One may say surrender means surrender ho gaya. So why more surrender? Then if you are trying to surrender more, that means you are not surrendered. So if Chaitanya Charitamrita is saying that Radharani is trying to surrender more, that means she is less surrendered. No. There are two kinds of surrender. One is the one who surrenders what he has stolen. You also say, a thief has surrendered. That is one kind. What is not yours, you have surrendered. Other surrender is increasing sacrifice. Other surrender is love. More love means there is greater sacrifice. Wanting to sacrifice everything about oneself, sacrifice my desiring, thinking, feeling. I am capable of so many things. I means I have an ego. I have a real ego. Ego means individual. You have your ego, your absolute ego, my ego, everybody's ego, ant's ego, a mosquito's ego. They're all eternal egos. Covered by false ego, that is a different matter. But ego, individuals. We are all individuals. So the ego has got so many things. You can think, feel, will, do, desire. Now and then one can surrender himself, Atma Nivedanam. So continuous spirit of sacrificing everything for oneself, for this pleasure of Krishna, that is an ever-expanding rasa in the spiritual world. The Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about surrender. That is the first type of surrender. Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam sharanam braja. Surrender all these other dharmas or purposes of life. There is only one purpose of life. Surrender unto me. Mamekam sharanam braja. So, realization about the death itself makes the devotee realize that I am not the controller. Realization of one's body growing old. I am looking right under my nose, I am seeing. I don't want to grow, but I am growing. I don't want to grow old, but I am growing old. Every old person now was a young baby sometime. As Prabhupada says, sure as death. So the devotees see birth, death, old age and disease as sure. Death also as sure, disease as sure. No doubt about it. Don't want to be in illusion that I will not die, I will not be sick. Guaranteed, each one of our body which is so nicely working now will get sick with old age. It will stop functioning. And it is incapable of functioning, you get another body. What is the big deal? Death is not a big thing for a devotee, as Prabhupada is saying here. He is saying death is not a big thing for a devotee because he says that the living entity, when we give this body, material body, will get a spiritual body. And spiritual body, there is no birth, old age and disease. And these material bodies are imitation of those spiritual bodies. Material world is a place to practice. Foolish entities want to practice Ishvara Rasa. Krishna is not in the lives of karmis. They don't want. But Krishna is there as Kala, with the rope of karma. He is trying that, he is trying this, he is trying this. To allow that or not, the laws of karma is holding. This is the material world. Krishna is involved in this material world, but he is not involved in the stories of our own lives. Well, concocted life centered around I am the body. He is not involved in it. In the stories. He is not involved in the stories, but he is very much involved in sanctioning the drama. There's a drama going on in the stage, lights go off, what happens? Whole drama going to end. So somebody is controlling the lights. Huh? Somebody is controlling the mics in the drama, not the player. Somebody is controlling the sets, not the player. So similarly, the living entities are just players in this drama of the three material nature. Material nature is not controlling. Situations of life are like sets on the drama. Sets, they are not controlling. All macro control is by the Supreme Lord as Kala. So devotees have this, we cannot see the world like how the karmis see the world. We have to see the material world as full of rebellious living entities who are as much potentially Krishna conscious as I am, who all have a relationship with Krishna as much as I have now. They are trapped in their bodies and the bodily concept for an independent life, and they are running around according to karma. Stringent laws of material nature. And as far as devotees are concerned, they say, okay, I am also in this world, I am also in this body, I am born in this body. I was also a karmi. Now, Kala and Krishna is acting on me directly, in a different way, not according to my karma. Acting according to the way Guru Krishna wants to engage me in devotional service. I am also still in this drama. Because the material world is not drama. Material nature is not drama. Material nature is real, but drama is in the head of the living entities. Here. Important to understand. Mayavadis say everything is drama, everything is illusion. We don't say it's illusion, it's Krishna's wonderful energy. There is no difference between this material energy and Vaikuntha energies. No difference. If we wake up from our dream, wake up from the mental world, we all create a world. After taking birth in this body, we start creating a world. I am this body, bodily relationship. World is meant for my pleasure. You create a world, you build up a world in the mind. Material bodies are persons. This is a female, this is a male, this is a child. We read all these things into our life. My family, etc., etc. We read into these things. And then we create a world of rasas in our mind. So that is the illusion. So devotees means they have to clear their head of all these illusory perceptions. And that they are living in this world. They don't trace people to bodies, they trace people to the spirit behind the bodies. They have to train their mind to see people as not bodies, but people as trapped in bodies. Body is trapping and not the self. So self-realization can come fast. Not only you have to realize I am not the body, but every day in this world we are dealing with other people, seeing in them as bodies. We will not go out of bodily concept. We are simply reinforcing. So material world is real. Krishna in the material world is real. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But the material world's reality, the shape, form, everything that is there, that is all temporary. The concept that we read out of the material world is all illusion. They are meant to create a duplicate world in our heads. Just like cinema helps to create illusion in our mind. But the same way the material energy is real, it helps us to create. A pure devotee does not create that cinema in his world. He sees bodies as bodies, soul as souls. He sees body's interest and soul's interest separate. He does not want to play this drama anymore of lording over. He surrendered to the Lord in the heart. His material life is also run by the Lord. Everybody, when they are born, till they die, the overall drama already written for what you are born. Your biography is already written. I will become this, I will become that. Biography is already written. You cannot cross that. Your biography is given as per your karma. For devotees, what happens from now till death is not destined. Krishna will do whatever he wants. Because he wants to serve me. And therefore devotees are completely under the will of the Lord. Ye tamam prapadyante tam sthite bhajamyaham. As you surrender, I reciprocate. Devotees surrender, Krishna, my life is yours. Whatever you want to use me, use me. Whatever I am your servant. Give me devotional service. So therefore devotees' lives is such a big difference. Like Prabhupada gives example of how the cat carries the kitten lovingly between her teeth. The same cat crushes a mouse between its teeth to kill. To outsider it look like it's same. Oh, here is, look at that cat is carrying its own kitten like carries mouse. Dangerous. Cat is eating its own kitten. So in the same way, sometimes we see devotees, something they want to do, nothing is happening. Or they have so many problems. Karma is allowed to act or not to act, decided by Krishna. So karma means you have something in your pocket. You have become devotee of Krishna doesn't mean you emptied your pocket. You have it in your pocket. Now you have to take it and engage it in Krishna's service. So Krishna uses sukha and dukkha also. Suppose sukha, dukkha is destined also. Prabhupada says, Krishna will decide to decrease this dukkha to encourage your devotion service. Or if you are a very pure devotee, you will try to increase the dukkha. Like Prabhupada says, make you penniless. Penniless means in the material world powerless. Powerless. So these are all things that devotee should always, therefore devotees say it's all Krishna's mercy. How I can say, this is all Krishna's mercy only? How I can say I am punished by material nature? Even if I am punished by material nature. Personally Krishna has sanctioned it, not Kala has sanctioned this. Krishna has sanctioned it, therefore it is coming. To whatever degree it is coming. So just like sukha, dukkha, sukha, power, powerlessness, all powerlessness of a devotee, powerfulness of a devotee, it is all directly sanctioned by the Paramatma in the heart. But it is sanctioned in a manner in which it will help my devotional service. The devotees don't desire anything for themselves. If they desire for power for serving Krishna, then if the desire is pure, then Krishna will give the power. If the desire is not pure, you are desiring for power to serve Krishna in the material world, and Krishna says that, oh, this power may harm him, he may forget devotional service, he may become an Ishvara, then Krishna will not give that power. Material power. Oh no, for my service, this power is required. But he is always practicing surrender rasa. He is not thinking he is powerful. Then Krishna will give him the power. There's a nice statement Prabhupada says, that when a devotee or anybody is powerful, as long as Krishna keeps him powerful. Applicable to devotees also. In the other case, Kala. Kala keeps somebody powerful as long as, somebody is powerful as long as Kala gives him power. In the case of devotees also, the devotee is powerful in serving the Lord himself. As long as the devotees, Krishna keeps him powerful. The devotee always have a realization, I am powerless. That is humility. I am powerless. Everything that I have is borrowed from Krishna. Power, knowledge, happiness, everything is. 1 second happiness can go. Material happiness can go. So devotees are not They deal with material power, they meet material happiness, they deal with material knowledge, they deal with material pleasures, they deal with it. As long as body is there, all these things are required. But they deal with it for serving the Lord. And Lord has to feel confident. The Lord, of course, the devotee is very particular, Kama Bhakta. He goes on praying to the Lord, give me this, give me this, give me this. Krishna will give. Okay, you face the consequence also. You want power, I'll give you power. You are so insisting. You don't care. But I feel power will corrupt you. But you are insisting. I am giving material karmis power. They are fully corrupt. I am giving them power. If you are so insistent, I will give you also power. You get corrupted. You fall down. Material energy is very dangerous. When we are in the material world, unless purity is there, power, knowledge, somebody becomes puffed up. They get so much knowledge. Then they criticize their own guru. My guru did not know everything properly. I have become a Pandit now. I have studied this Upanishad, that Upanishad, all the Shastras. My guru did not know this, I know this. Corrupt. Knowledge corrupts. Shastric knowledge corrupts also. Anything corrupts. Any questions? Raise your hand. Here.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, you said that Krishna can manipulate our karma, and karma is like things which have in our pocket.
Not can manipulate, he is manipulating. Moment you say, I am surrendered to a pure devotee, from that time onwards, manipulating he is manager of your karma. Paramatma is personally managing your karma. Whereas in karmis, Paramatma is neutral. Paramatma is simply witnesser and sanctioner. In the devotee's life, Krishna is witnesser, sanctioner, friend and guide. He is a guide. So that means he involves in guiding the living entity. So he will guide his karma. Just like Kala is, like a thread on the bull's nose. Here it is not like that. Krishna is, just like you cannot say that the cat is carrying the kitten to punish it, to take it to a safe place, therefore carry. In the same way, to take us back to Godhead, our karma will be utilized by Krishna. Karma unfolds, karmic forces unfold with time. Today, what karmic force is there in me? It is not like it's like a bija. It goes on, one new bija keeps coming. When you are 30 years old, it's something. When you are 40 years old, something. When you are 50 years old, you are a different person. Different new forces keep acting. It's not always same. Stock of karma. Karma is like that. Prarabdha karma is like that. You may be having a perfect health, but according to your karma, let us say, next year suddenly you will get some deadly disease. So with time, one should always know my karma is there, but Krishna is handling it. He is giving it the way he wants it to make me advance in Krishna consciousness. What happens to in our life? We learn lessons through lives. We become detached. We have to Devotees have to realize that material world is not. Just like you can say, okay, I have become devotee, I have surrendered to Krishna, my guru at the time of initiation has taken all the karma. Now onwards, I don't have to go to hospital. Now onwards, what happens? Which hospital you should go? How fast you should get cured? All will be decided by Krishna. That is the difference. You may still get sick. Okay? Or let him ask.
I protect whatever you have and avoid what you lack. Like my second question is, like as you said that Kala is impersonal, like the law of bias and imbias is impersonal. But like we see that in the scriptures, Raja and they are taking account of our every single activity. So how we can understand that?
That is the meaning. That karmis are accountable. What's your question?
They are taking account that the controllers of the universe, they are taking account of our every bias and imbias.
Right.
So, like you mentioned that this law of bias and imbias is impersonal.
Impersonal in the sense, administrators are. You see, if you murder somebody, some people are there who will come and catch you and all. So that much personal it is. But the President of India, when he is commute your death, that is personal. Okay, he deserves to be murdered, he deserves to be hung. I am commuting his punishment. This is personal. So this is the meaning of saying personal. Yamaraj and all, it's all very impersonally they carry out there is no personal consideration, there is no grace there. If you have done papa, you have to be punished. Means Yamaraj has to punish you. He cannot forgive you. If he forgives arbitrarily, he will lose his post. Because that is his duty. Just like bank manager, if account holder bring a check, he can give money. If he says, I am meant, money is there in the bank, anybody who comes, I can give money. He will lose his job. So he is not personal. Bank is not working in a personal sense. In my case, I have so much karma accumulating on me, and normally there is no excuse out of this karma, but I am devotee. The Shastra says that Krishna changes your destiny every day, provided you have given your life to Krishna. You want to handle your life on your own? You want to feel your own, I will protect myself? To that degree, karma will fully act. That is also Krishna's mercy, no? Ye tamam pratante. You don't have trust in me. You think you are going to take care of, you have become a devotee. Still you have no confidence that I will take care. You are worrying about your old age. Now, I have no solution for it. You face it. Who can guarantee, okay, I have joined ISKCON temple. Please find out, who can guarantee till I die I will be taken care in the way in which I think I should be taken care. Who can guarantee? Nobody can guarantee, only Krishna can guarantee. And I don't want to be materially taken care, I want to be spiritually taken care. I may have sukha, I may have dukkha, I may have Janma, I may have Vyadi, old age, pain, pleasure. But that's what devotee always say, please keep me on the track of devotional service.
Hare Krishna. Just like devotees are fully dependent on the Lord, and Lord takes care of his karma. So when he surrenders, so he...
1 minute. Yes. I'll complete that question. Yamaraj is also under the Kala. Yamaraj is also under Kala. That means he has to punish, or he has to punish according to the laws of karma. So that's why it is said, ultimately everything is run by Kala in this material world. And Kala is impersonal. Yamaraj does not follow something, he'll get punished also. But he does not, because he is a servant of God. He executes his duty in the material world as directed by the Lord. He has not been given forgiving power. He is not God. Yamaraj is not God. Forgiving power is there only for God, Krishna.
So my question is the use of astrology because it is very prominent in the outside people also uses this to save themselves from karmic reactions and all. So as a devotee who is fully dependent on Lord, and but Lord has given us facilities to use it in the service of the Lord. If we are properly in knowledge that I am powerless, but Krishna is giving me facilities, I have to use it. So why don't we practice astrology? Being in the as an organization, Prabhupada also never introduced we should not practice this astrology and all.
Because astrology doesn't work for devotees. There was a famous astrologer in Trivandrum. He is tracking my life. Once in a while he is also initiated, tracking my life. Prabhu, nothing is coming true. Whatever he predicts according to the stars for me, nothing is coming true. He is a famous astrologer. Whatever he predicts, it happens. Because I was temple president there before coming here. From that time, from 83, he is tracking. 82, he is tracking. But I said, why you did not tell me the prediction? No. Because everything is going wrong, why I should tell? Everything is going wrong. So that is the way it is. So what is the use of, learning astrology? But generally what happens, you see, stars have an effect in just indicate, results may not be according to the stars. But if somebody says, now you have got Chandra Dasa, you will see that you are becoming more mental. It's a fact. Your nature, in all your services, this thing, everything, you become very sensitive, you become very mental. These things can be seen in according to Dasha. Or Sade Sati is there. And you will see that actually इसका effect होता है, mind में effect होता है, obstacles बहुत आता है, लेकिन result में effect नहीं होता है. Result is decided by Krishna. Result is karma. We are not in the karma world. So ups and downs is there according to different periods of dasha. That's why I said our karma also is a function of kala. According to time, different forces they manifest into our psyche. Our psyche is governed by that. But I am not my psyche. I am beyond. I am not my subtle body. I am not my chittam. I am beyond that. Grandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And another astrologer was there, famous astrologer who was also initiated. Since the Guru issue began, and he went to other camp, and he goes on predicting to them, within 2 years temple you will get back. Then again, no, next Dasha, another 5 more years, temple you will get back. Like this. But now 20 years are over. 22 years are over. I mean, he sees my chart and he is deciding. This is not my movement, this is Krishna's movement, Prabhupada's movement.